We gather today to remember a world that once was, a world that, despite its flaws, still held a semblance of unity, of shared purpose, of human connection that wasn't strained by suspicion, division, and fear. The world before March 11th, 2020 was far from perfect, but it was one where people still shook hands, where faces were uncovered, and where communities could stand together without fear of exile for their personal choices. That world is gone. What followed in its place was a time of darkness, confusion, and pain. The COVID-19 pandemic did not just steal lives, it stole trust, it stole truth, and it stole the very fabric of society. We were told we had to lock ourselves away, that businesses must close, that families must stay apart. We were told that masks would protect us, that the vaccine was the only way out. And yet, for all the promises, for all the mandates, and for all the control imposed upon us, the suffering did not end. It only evolved. The lockdowns destroyed livelihoods, deepened poverty, and sent countless souls into despair. The isolation did not just keep a virus at bay, it broke people's spirits. Anxiety, depression, and suicides surged, yet few spoke of these collateral casualties. The world that had once valued personal freedom and bodily autonomy suddenly became one of coercion, where those who questioned the narrative were cast out, shamed, and silenced. We were told this was the pandemic of the unvaccinated, a statement that did not just divide but vilified, painting fellow human beings as enemies to be subdued rather than voices to be heard. And when the truth of vaccine side effects and inefficacies began to surface, those who dared to question were censored, ridiculed, and erased. Platforms once meant for free expression became battlegrounds where only approved thoughts were allowed to exist. This was not just a pandemic of illness, it was a pandemic of control, of manipulation, of fear weaponized against the people. And now, as we stand in what was once promised to be a new normal, we do not find healing. We find a colder, more cynical world, one where people trust less, love less, and care less. We were robbed, not just of time, but of humanity itself. So what now? Can we ever rebuild? Can we reclaim the warmth, the understanding, the ability to agree, to disagree without hate? Can we walk away from fear and toward unity? Or has this division, this manufactured distrust, permanently rewritten who we are? That is the question we must now answer. The world before March 11th, 2020 is gone. But perhaps if we are willing to fight for it, something better can rise from the ashes. If we refuse to bow to fear, if we reject the forces that seek to divide us, if we embrace truth and stand for one another despite our differences, maybe, just maybe, we can build a world worth living in again. Rest in peace, old world. You are deeply missed.